Pass the mic to a killer, he get the slaying. I'm Kakarot, all of my bros is Super Saiyan. We stacking blocks, protect the basket, you in the playing. We at the Mecca, hit the game winning shot like I'm Jalen. Manifesting energies, praying for my enemies. Taking vacays in the keys, working on our synergy. Changing up my wardrobe, never my identity. Smoke until I got a look. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Guard of the Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I'm here with my co-host and cuzzo, Toon. How you doing, man? Talk to me.
What's goody? What's goody? All good. I'm alive. Family alive. You alive. So we good.
You know what I'm saying? It can't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, if we're being real. Shout out to the chat. Y'all are in here with the jizzokes. We had some technical difficulties. It took me a while to get some things working back up the way that they're supposed to be. So it took me a little bit to get things going today. Apologize. Shout out to Raj. Shout out to Carbon Intellect.
What's goody, my peoples?
They were here pretty early. You know, they both say you're, a little while ago. And then, of course, Raj says you made me clock in early for work and you still and you don't need me yet till 10 o'clock. I hope I'm compensated for my time. My fault, Rob. My fault, Rob. I apologize. Things happen, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna blame nobody else but myself. That's it. I can't do nothing. About that. So that's on me. But we are here because our Knicks are playing basketball. Because if they weren't playing basketball, I would not be. But we are. It's been a minute since we talked, I guess, regarding our Knicks. I think what are we on? What's the last time? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Gotta be at least like 10 days, 11 days.
Out of our last 9 games, we lost 1. So we ain't won our last 9 games. The Knicks have been balling. Like we just recently beat the Miami Heat in a pretty good game. That's kind of the way I expect us to play more often. Those teams, of course, they were missing Tyler Hero and they were out a few guys as well. So, but there's no excuses. Basketball is basketball. You got to play. But we also, we can't start this off without mentioning the fact that, within the first few years of the iteration of the NBA Cup, we became one of the champions of that tournament. So shout out to our Knicks for
yes sir
getting in there and creating some history for us, because a lot of Knicks fans been waiting for something to throw out there. So shout out to them. They did good.
But they will not be. A lot of them also was hating.
I mean, a lot of who? Knicks fans?
Yeah, Knicks fans not wanting us to win. They don't want no banners of that and all this other stuff. Just speaking crazy.
Well, I mean, at least they got both. They got both. They got everything that they wanted. We won, but we didn't raise a banner. So, you know what I mean? I guess that's what that guy or whoever was upset about, is that, I guess it would make us complacent. The Knicks they don't even plan to raise it, at least not now, because, it's an appetizer, that they want to raise the real banner. So I respect them for, holding off on that until the time is right. I do understand that there are some people who want them to raise the banner because it's important, which I completely agree with that as well. But for their reasoning, I can't be mad at them. Whatever decision was made, I'm sure it was made with everyone involved in that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. Of course, I would like to see it, but I'm not mad that they didn't raise the banner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, to me, it's just something that it would do more harm than good at this point. You know what I mean? Knowing how the media handles us and how they talk about us and how other fans of other teams talk about us, it makes us. It would just been another talking point. Knicks clicks, and I think for that reason, it's a wise decision to hold off on it. So. It's a long season. They still got a lot to do. They don't want to start celebrating a banner and then you get complacent for the rest of the season and you don't finish the way you expect to. Then it looks bad. Like, oh, we we wasted all of our good energy on the cup, you know, and ever since then, guys feel like they were good and felt like they, so yeah, I think what I heard was I think they might raise it if and when they win the championship. I'm saying win, but I don't know. How do you feel about that? Them waiting until they raise the banner to for the actual championship, if that does happen this year, before they raise the banner for the NBA Cup.
I'm cool with it. I agree with it. Because sometimes, like you said, you get complacent when you see achievements. Um, Not to mention for the trollers, I already know, like I already played it out in my mind. Like if they did raise the banner, like you'll see a couple players like Jalen Brown or
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of other players. Like, but you get what I'm saying. Like a list of
Yeah.
players, like when they sit on the opposite side going against us, they looking up at the cup banner and then looking up at our championships from like the '70s. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And then laughing at that. You know what I'm saying? And then there'll be a whole trolling thing because somebody in the crowd or somebody in the media gonna catch it on camera and it's gonna make it a big thing. And then everybody gonna be trying to clown us. And you're gonna see the whole cartoon videos and
Yep.
all that little corny stuff. So I'm actually happy they didn't raise that because it doesn't give you, like you said, fuel to the media to try to troll us and try to play us.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can go out there and actually go get what they really out here for, what we all want, and then really be laughing at everybody in their face. It's bad enough, I don't even want to bring it up. It's bad enough, a certain person did something that got, the media trolling them already and already clowning us all as Nick fans and Nick players. So we don't need no more ammunition for them.
Yeah. 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 I'm with you. I'm with you. Peace, carbon intellect. My guy. He said peace and abundance to Apollo and Tune. Shout out to you, my God.
Was goody,
Peace
was
and
goody.
abundance. He said when they get the chip, should they? I guess that's what that we were just talking about. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with them getting the chip and then raising the banner for the NBA Cup. That would be cool. You raise two
Yeah,
banners in
yeah,
one
two at
year.
once. That'll be dope.
That'd
That'll
be
be dope as
fire.
hell.
And then you can say, listen, we earned that. We didn't, what I mean? We earned it. This It's not like a little fake one. Like we put it up when we got the real one. So I'm cool with that. I like that. I like that. Shout out Nix and Nish. Salute to Apollo and Tune. Salute to you. Salute to you.
Was
Nix
good,
and Nish.
was good.
Nix and Nish. I said it right. I don't know. I'm tripping. My fault. Pardon me, y'all. Also trying to get over a cold that I have for almost a week now. So you know what I'm saying? I've just been on
Man,
a
toughen up.
whole bunch of medication and all that. Man, toughen up, whatever. But yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. So shout out to the guys for coming together and banding together and winning that NBA Cup trophy. It was good to see them. I mean, I did want to see OKC a little bit. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not mad, about it. Um, Everybody say if you see OKC, I would have lost.
Not
Cool. Like,
necessarily.
yeah, we don't know that. You know what I'm saying? If that's your opinion, then cool. But personally, you know, I, it was a game that everybody still expected us to lose because they had Wembanyama anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And like the dude, he's ridiculous. First of all, like I don't know how you guard that dude, but to see the guys come through, especially OG in that game, went crazy. Um, Josh Hart played well. Of course, Jalen played well. He didn't shoot as well as he normally did that game, but he still led that game pretty well. Tyler Kolek was balling that game. Um, and while we're on that topic, actually, because my boy Tyler Kolek, he has been balling out. I don't know what's going on with my boy Tyler
Coke boys, baby.
Boys. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm proud of this dude, bro. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's my boy here.
I call him Coca-Cola
You know
Colic.
what I'm
Let's
saying?
get it.
Coca-Cola Colic. My boy Tyler Colic was balling, man. Shout out to him. He's been actually, the last 4 games. Of course, the numbers aren't really gonna say everything because it's things go up and down. But starting with the Indiana game, I think how many guys were missing that game? I think it was Cat, Josh,
Mitch.
and Mitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
was
it.
those three. They were out. And it showed that game because it was the rebounds were ridiculous that game, bro. Like you took all like our best 3 rebounders out of the game. You know what I'm saying? And it just looked ridiculous that game. And for a lot of times during that game, I'm like, we better not lose this game to these dudes. But guys like Tyler Kohler came through and still had a good game. He had, I think, 16 and 11 that game.
And 11,
16
16
and
and 11.
11,
Yep.
6
2
rebounds,
threes.
2 threes. The dude is really stepping into um who he's really, who we drafted him to be. He's actually given an opportunity now. He's, of course, with Deuce being out, that opens up a lot of opportunity. He was already getting minutes, which was good. I was happy that he was getting more minutes than he was under Tom Thibodeau. But as of recent, you're starting to see him get more and more minutes. I think even when Deuce was there, you started to see Tyler Kohler getting some minutes. But once Deuce went out, and it was kind of like, all right, well, next man up, and he took advantage of the opportunity. And sometimes the numbers really don't show because it's just how active he is on the floor. A lot of people say that, especially everybody knows he wasn't a great defender his first year. That was, one of the main reasons why he didn't get a lot of play. But starting to show a lot of prowess on that side of the floor is really what's getting him a lot of those minutes now. Is that he's just not a turnstile on defense. He's actually like, I've seen him bump Wembanyama. Speaking of that, Wembanyama's coming down the court. There was a play. Oh my God, I was on Knicks at night. Knicks nightcap. With my boy Phil, and I forgot my guy from Harlem was there. He was
Wow.
He was on the show with us. My bad. Terrible with names anyway. But he had sent us a link, and the link was of just all the activity that Tyler Kohler was doing and bumping guys and getting into the lane. And there was a fast break.
Yeah, and he stood right in his way.
Yeah, he bumped him before he got there, and that allowed Mitch to get back to be able to guard, Wembanyama in the post, because if he didn't do that, that would have been an alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? So just showing everything that he's supposed to be doing on the defensive end of the floor. What you've been seeing, I know you started off this year on the other end of the
Why you bringing up old shit?
Nah, I'm just saying, like, you really wasn't a Tyler Kohler fan at first because you've been public about this.
Well, yeah, but I was public about apologizing. Why are we bringing up old shit?
Right. So there's nothing wrong with us talking
We
about.
on the coke wave right now. I already told you.
That.
We on the coke wave. We coke boys over here.
We on the coke wave. I hear you, Kolick. My man Kolick boy. I hear you. Go ahead. So talk to me. How you been feeling about Tyler? I know as of recent, he's been making you feel like a proud dad. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me, man. How you been feeling about what Coke Boy's been doing?
I won't say a proud dad because I don't. Well, never mind. But I'm definitely proud of him. I'm definitely happy that he's stepped up and done everything that I was irritated about him not doing, as far as being active on the offensive side and active on the defensive side. And he's been more vocal. You know what I'm saying? So that's everything that I wanted to see out of him, and he's shown it in, less than half a year. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we truly wanted from him. At least that's all I truly wanted from him. You know what I'm saying? If you go out there and miss a shot, I don't give a damn. I just want to see you go out there and put up a shot.
Yeah.
You go out there on defense, I don't want to see nobody sunning you. I don't want to see nobody bullying you. You know what I'm saying? Not even because you from you playing for one of the grittiest cities in the NBA, just because you out there on that main floor with grown men. You know what I'm saying? Puff your chest out. Go out there and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be afraid. And that's pretty much all I wanted from him. That's it. And he's done that.
He's done that.
And I just want to backtrack real quick. Because, a lot, like you mentioned before, how you said a lot of people didn't want to see OKC because that was a loss. But we went up against a team and beat a team that beat OKC at full strength. And Wemby didn't even play that many minutes. He was on minutes restriction when he played against OKC.
Yeah.
So that just shows me that we have the capability and the pieces to go up against top teams like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not even worried about that because we already had a conversation on, the whole recipe on how to slow down and beat OKC. Shea gonna be Shea. Shea gonna get his 30. Let him get his 30. 30 points ain't gonna beat, 8 people. It ain't gonna beat You know what I'm saying? So you let him get what you got to stop everybody else on that team.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with Jalen Williams, and you just trickle down because I
Mm-hmm.
already see Chet, he. I won't say he's the spokesman for Charmin, but he fragile. All right,
Listen,
and we
I'm not mad at that because I see him look a little shaky sometimes myself. So
yeah. So it's like all you got to do for him, honestly, just like Wimby, put an elbow in his chest.
Mhm.
Mitch known for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing dirty, but that's how you play basketball. You in the paint playing center. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I'm a small center when I play street ball, but that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Put an elbow in the chest, put a shoulder in the chest. You keeping it moving. You're not intentionally trying to hurt nobody, but you got to put a body on somebody. Pause. So you know what I'm saying? And but yeah, but fast forward. I'm very proud of him. Very proud of Kolick, and I just want to see more. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's good to see him take advantage of the opportunity he's getting. Um, everybody saw the summer league with him with my man's what's his name? Chris Brickley.
Oh,
Um,
Chris Bickley. Yep.
yeah, and he's just in the gym with Chris Brickley and playing against, like, I was watching a lot of highlights up the other night, the 1-on-1 between him and Ty Jerome. And they were going back and forth, man. It's crazy how his confidence is growing. You're starting to see it now in his game. He's starting to pull out some moves that you're like, oh, hold on, Tyler. I kid you not. Tyler Kolek, one of the, I forgot what game it was. I had to jump out my seat and say, "Yo, Tyler, what's up?" I'm yelling at the screen like, "What's up with you? Like, what has gotten into you, bro? You going crazy right now." I think he
Oh,
hit somebody with
Miami. It
a
was
putback.
against Miami.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Miami. It was before Miami. It was the game. I was just looking at the schedule. What I think it might have been. No, it was the Indiana game. It was the Indiana game.
Indiana game.
Yeah, it was the
Oh,
Indiana.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Indiana game, and he was going off. I mean, the dude was shifty. You can tell he was feeling confident. He hit Nemhard with a couple of the snatchbacks a couple times, and both times he hit the 1 foot fadeaway. I say, yo, Tyler Kolek, what is going on with you, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And like Nixon has said, Kolek's studying JB, and you can tell in his game, and his court vision is ridiculous. And that's the other part now is the team is getting used to Tyler Kolek's vision. So I don't know if you remember, a lot of times last year or even earlier this year, he would be in situations and he's making a pass to guys, and they're not expecting it at all because
Mm.
people don't normally see you that well. Like, he's that good at passing the ball. Like, there's nothing else he does. Is all the stuff we talked about. There's nothing he does better than passing the ball. What amazes me about what he's doing now is he's not being pass first all the time. He's being aggressive. That is what's going to open everything up for him. He's going to be super deadly. Once you start to get to the point where you can actually, that's Jason Kidd territory. I'm sorry. Like, you start to do things like that, the way he can see the ball and attack at the same time. If he's as good as he has been recently around the rim, that kid's got a long future. I'm telling you right now. And in this league, he's gonna be he's gonna be in the league for a long time. I hope he's a Knick for a long time. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. It depends. Depends on what comes down
Down the line
down
on
the
what
line. You know what I'm saying? But I would love if we're gonna groom one guy. This is the kind of guy we've been wanting to groom for a long time. It's pause. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I haven't seen anybody pass the ball that well. There's times where I see JB with the ball and I'm like, yeah, he don't see that. And he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with it because JB is JB. He does whatever what he does very well. So I'm really careful about criticizing what JB does and when he does it because, like, he's made a name for himself that he's earned at this point. But Tyler, when there's certain passes that open up, I know he's gonna pass the ball right there, and boom, it's between
mm-hmm.
dude, bounce pass, full court. Like, when I say this dude's vision is ridiculous, I listen, man. I'm telling you right now. I know he's been getting a lot of minutes when because Deuce hasn't been here. And right now they're not rushing Deuce back because of how well Tyler's been playing. Like I think they lightened up his load, a couple, I think maybe 2 games ago at this point. I think if Tyler wasn't there, Deuce would probably have come back maybe
Have
last
come
year.
back sooner.
Yeah, but
But with that being said, that bringing up that whole trade rumor for Jose Alvarado, and there's a couple other players that's came up in
mhm,
discussions. We shouldn't even trade for another guard. Honestly, we should go trade for a power forward off the bench.
we need a wing. I
Since
would say a wing
no,
or
well, or
power.
wing too, but I'm more so thinking of like a combo wing, like a small forward slash power forward, because obviously Yabusele is not working out. He's falling out the rotation, and then when he is in the rotation, he doesn't have enough time to actually get it going. Um,
Yeah, we
so
was gonna talk about that too. So
my bad, I'm jumping the gun.
no. Finish your point. Finish your point.
But I don't think I mean I like Jose Alvarado. Don't get me wrong. Like
Mm-hmm.
that type. He a New York native. You know what I'm saying? He gritty. He can do everything that Tyler could do. Pretty much on the same scale for the minutes that he's given over in New Orleans.
Besides
Um,
passing.
Besides passing, he's a
Mm-hmm.
better defender than he is a passer.
Mm-hmm.
But his defense is like Tyler's passing, so it makes up for one another. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I don't really think getting a player like him would really help us beneficially. I mean, it will help defensively coming off the bench and all. When if Josh starts, which I highly doubt with Mitch, getting back to his minutes. Um, I don't think that's a wise move rotationally because then you got to figure out minutes for Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
Deuce, Tyler. You don't want to just shelf them again.
Yeah, and so that's my thing. That's why I'm not sure at this point. Like I like what I've been seeing out of Tyler so much recently that I'm not sure I want to make that Alvarado trade right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm comfortable with a lot of minutes with him on the floor with JB. Like it's getting to that point. It's getting to the point where I want JB off ball and I want Tyler on the ball. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
it's getting to the point where I would rather see Tyler running the offense and have Jalen flow freely with nobody has to focus on Jalen because now you got somebody else who's sling the rock crazy. He could throw an alley oop out of nowhere. You don't know what pass you're gonna get. Now he's getting shifty. He's taking mid-range shots. Listen, I'm telling you right now, you leave him alone. You leave Tyler Kolek alone, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't
You
move him.
leave him alone and let him grow because he's been getting comfortable. And what I'm telling you also is he's gonna make Deuce a little bit more expendable. I'm sorry.
I didn't want to
Some
say
point,
that. I
at
didn't want to
some
say
point,
that.
it's gonna happen because as much as I love Deuce, as well as he was shooting before he got hurt, as great as his defense is, we don't have anybody else who can take command of the floor with the ball in their hands outside of Jalen Brunson. And I'm not saying that Tyler Kolek is a great scorer, but you can put him on the floor and he can run whatever offense. I'm more comfortable with him running offense. I've seen him make some mistakes a couple nights ago. You're gonna see that in the guy who
Yeah,
barely
that's
minutes. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I see Deuce and I'm like, I love what Deuce does, but I just need a little bit more, like in terms of creation for everybody else. Like he's really good at the ISO stuff. You know what I'm saying? But um, I would like for him to run a little bit more point guardy, a little bit more. But that's not Deuce. That's not Deuce.
yeah.
He's really a small two, if we're being honest.
Yeah, he's a two guard. Yep.
He's a two guard in a point guard's body. So I really can't blame Deuce, but it's just kind of what we need at this point. No, it's rough. It's rough. At this point, I still have Deuce ahead of Tyler in the rotation, depending on how the game is going. I'm not replacing Deuce right now for Tyler, because of recency bias, but um I wouldn't be surprised if that would make whatever Tyler's been doing recently, if that would make Deuce more available to be traded, because I already know that there's some trades that people have talked about and they're like, listen, a guy like Deuce would make that trade sound really good. I was really against the Deuce talk because I'm like, we don't got nobody else behind JB. And I guess that's not true no more. So, that's just kind of where I stand with it. Um, real quick, because we talked about Tyler Kohler for like 15 minutes. That was kind of crazy. But he's earned it. Mitchell Robinson.
But technically, we gave him his minutes that he get on the court.
You ain't lying.
It was only right.
It's only right he earned that. But Mitch, man, I wanted to shout out Mitch real quick because the dude is 10 for his last 10 in free throws.
Oh yeah, I'm so proud of him.
Does that even sound believable?
But I never mind. Let me not bring that back up because I don't want to jinx the brother.
See,
remember
you gotta be real careful.
remember
You
what
gotta
I
be real
said.
careful.
Remember what I said. Let that young man shoot. Just let him get just a little elbow shot. Just one.
Listen, man. Listen. We gonna keep it positive, right?
Hey, Mitch, I'm on your side, my brother. I'm on your side.
Man.
I'm trying to push the campaign for you.
I'm just saying he's been putting the work in for his free throws and it's been showing. I think it changes a lot if he can hit free throws, not even at a 10 for 10 clip. Let's be honest. This is crazy, but he's not this good of a free throw shooter. That does not happen overnight. Like it just does not happen overnight.
But you got to give him his props because
no. I absolutely am. Absolutely am. I'm just saying he's not going to continue doing this. That's what I'm saying.
Nah. He is going to continue doing that. Don't do that. Think about it. He was underneath Tips for how long? And that man couldn't shoot out of he couldn't make it in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Standing right in front of it. But with Mike Brown here, he's having the urgency and the ambition to want to make his shots, to want to be better.
Mike Brown been here all season.
That's fine, but Mike Brown, you know how he get in practice. I don't want to be throwing all that profanity on here and we get banned and all that. But you know how he get down. He lit a fire underneath Mitch, and Mitch is out here doing work.
Listen, man, that's all great. He gonna have to keep lighting fires on the Mitch all season long. Ain't no way he's shooting 10 for 10.
He's going 20. He's going 20 right now. He's going 20.
I hope so. That'd be a great run. But all runs, they come to an end, my guy. It's what I'm saying is, where does he land? Because he was here. Now he's here. He got to be somewhere in between, right?
Nah.
So
only ways up. Only ways up.
Somewhere in between here is up, far up from where he was. He is shooting 40-something% from the free throw line prior to this little run he's on, bro. If you don't think that 10 out of 10 boosted that number up, so what I'm saying is that there clearly has been a difference in technique and form, right? I do believe that because of how much he's been working on his free throw, that he is definitely going to be a better free throw shooter than what we've seen. But I do think he falls somewhere. If Mitchell Robinson can fall somewhere in the 60s, give me 60%. Give me 60, 65. You know what I mean? And I think that changes all the hacker Mitch stuff.
It does.
Play Mitch late in games, or when games get close and close games, you can't play him because they could just keep sending Mitch to the bench. I mean, to the free throw line. And that's clearly been something that they talked about. They're like, yo, bro, if you want to play, you can't play through these situations because you can't shoot free throws. The only person that can do something about that is you. That's it. We can't make you go out there and hit these free throws. But if you can't hit these free throws, we can't keep you out there. So you got to figure it out. And credit to Mitch, he's been putting that work in, bro. You even seen it before this run. His free throws been looking a little bit better and better and better. So
it's really because he's bending his knees more. Honestly, because before he used to shoot standing up, and now he's like slightly bending. and following. He's still shooting at the basket, like he like trying to line drive it, but
Well, the problem before was he line drive because he used to shoot over his head. Like his release point was over his head. Like he would bring the ball back and shoot like that. And I think recently it's look. I think they talked about it on the broadcast last night. Is his release is more further in front of him. In front of him, it might not be in front of his face, but it might be up here still, but it's more in front, so that
yeah,
is less of a because when you go in here, you
yeah,
that's
you.
bing, you might hit the backboard. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly think that he's been putting in the right work in terms of his form and changing up his shot form. And they credit to one of the shooting coaches. I forgot his name. Forgot his name.
Dirk
Um,
Nowitzki.
nah, no.
No, I know not Dirk, but Dirk was giving out shooter pointers and talked
Yeah,
about OG.
he was talking about OG too. So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to him, man. Um shout out to the chat. Y'all in here going crazy. What yo, Rob. Yo, Raul, you are something else, bro. My man said Robinson combs his hair with a lighter.
Oh wow,
That's crazy.
wow.
Oh
I mean,
man.
his hairline is going back.
Yeah, you can start to see it now. I seen it the other day when he had his headband on. You can still see you still see the big dreams. He got the Vegeta going on, bro. It's over.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a rap, man. He a dad for real though, so that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? You're a pop, so yeah. I mean, it's all about the kids now. You good? Straight up there. Salute my guy. Randu says salute to Apollo and Tune. Salute to the chat. Salute to you,
Was
my
goody? Was goody?
Nixon said Alvarado's a dog, but he's 6 foot.
That's what I'm saying. We don't
That's
need
what I'm
another
saying, man. It's we are trying to get no homo. We're trying to get bigger. We are a small team outside of OG and like we don't have many wings that we really play. We got Diawara. I would love for him to get more minutes. He's starting to get a little bit more comfortable as well. Last night he came out, hit a three off a feed from Jalen, which is good confidence building from your captain, putting you in a situation like, hey, I trust you. Like he swung the ball right to him. He didn't even think about it. Like that was
Yep.
that. It wasn't even like I got it, and then are you open? Let me throw it to you. It was like I'm throwing you getting the ball as soon as I got it. He got it and swung it right to him, and he pulled up and hit the shot. And that's what you want him to do. It seems like they've been trying to get I think they know what they have in Diawara, and they also know that there's a lot of kinks to work out. And I think what's gonna happen with that is there's gonna be some spot minutes. He's gonna like even now he's starting to get a little bit some minutes even with Mikal and OG here. Like they're in the lineup and he's still getting minutes. It might be 5 minutes throughout the whole game, but they're giving him opportunities to play with the starters to get into that groove of what they're supposed to be doing. So shout out to DOR. He's been putting the work in, and that's kind of what a lot of people have been wanting to see. But yeah, that goes back to what we were saying. Alvarado he's 6 foot. As much as I love the grittiness. Now, if we didn't have Deuce, if we didn't have
Tyler.
yeah, like I'd say go get Alvarado because we need that. You know what I mean? But at this point, we trying to at this point they might be trying to figure out like, hey, could we just keep this 3-point guard lineup? Like we might have to, I don't know. We might have to start playing Kolek more because if Kolek starts playing the way he's been playing recently more often, like by the time the playoffs come, Kolek is getting 15 minutes in a playoff game. And that's that's big. That's big time. That's big time.
One person I would say to swing over to on that same team or Alvarado, I would throw Alvarado out the conversation and bring Herb Jones in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Herb Jones. He's hurt right now, but I've been a
no,
fan
he's not
of
hurt.
Herb.
He back.
He's back now?
Yeah, he's back.
When did he come back?
He came. I think he's been back for the last 2 games, 3 games.
He just came.
Yeah,
okay.
He just came back. He just came back. Yep.
I mean, he got to get some games in because trade deadline coming up. You know what I'm saying? So people got to see what the value it really is. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Alvarado, but we need a wing. If we going to get anybody, if we making a trade at this point, giving up any of our guys, Deuce, Kolek, any of these guys we talking about, I mean, Yabusele ain't gonna go. Yabusele ain't getting you, Herb Jones. Like, I'm sorry, like it's not happening.
Nah, you never know. You never know. You
Do
throw
you know how
Yabusele.
important Herb Jones is to that team?
They not doing nothing this year. Let's be real.
I
They
get it,
they
but I'm just
you-
saying. I'm just saying. Yabusele for Herb Jones is not
nah
happening. That's what
you
I'm
can throw
saying.
Yabusele and some cash considerations, and then maybe like maybe you know.
This is
See,
why. See,
I don't
this is
want to.
why in our
I
fantasy
don't,
league
yeah.
nobody makes no trades because y'all don't want to give up what people want.
A draft pick,
So
you know what I'm saying? A draft pick is really what you he ain't worth no first rounder, but you can give him a nice little second rounder with Yabusele and some cash
yeah,
and keep it
yeah,
moving.
Yabusele in the
That's
draft
it.
pick and some cash.
That's
That
it.
might work, but that's you see how much you got to give up for one guy.
That's fine though, but that's worth it. It's worth getting the piece that you need to
Absolutely,
succeed and get over that the hill that you need to get. So
absolutely. So Ross said Alvarado is 6'6" with his hair straight up. Nostalgic. What's going on? Nostalgic Nick 48. My guy. Oh, that's nostalgic. Shout out to you, man. My guy from Nick's Nightcap came over to the GUK to show some love. Peace out, peace, my guy. Peace.
what's good? What's good?
Nixon this said no more Hackamich. Nope, that's dead. That's dead. If he's hitting these free throws, it's over. It's over. You can't do that. And Trey Murphy's another guy that does well over there too.
The thing is, I didn't bring up Trey Murphy because this contract is too much.
Yeah, he's more.
It's
He's
too yeah.
yeah.
It's too
It
much.
would cost a
Yeah,
lot more.
it'll be almost impossible to get him, and you don't want to do that for Trey. I mean, he's nice. Don't get me wrong, but it'll be too much to get what we need.
I mean,
I
if we
mean, to give away what we need to get him back in return.
just know he was on the roommates podcast already.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying, you got
No, I
friends.
know.
Jalen is very influential.
I know. But the thing is, you have to be able to give up
Fact.
something to get him over here, and only people's contracts that's within that realm that Trey got is Mikal, OG, Cat.
Yeah,
Not even Mitch. But we're not giving up those guys for him.
for him, nah.
Nah, so it's like it's pointless to even unless they can finesse something, unless they could be on their Howie Roseman stuff and Leon Rose got some dirt on somebody, then we can make that happen. And then be like, listen, you take this cash, you're gonna send it back to us unless you want these photos to get leaked, and then you're gonna take these draft picks and you're gonna take Yabu Selly
These
and we're
photos.
gonna get Trey we're gonna get Trey Murphy. All right, that's how it's gonna go.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Ross said Tuna's saying trade a sippy cup for a Stanley Cup.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention Stanley Cups already getting defected. You see them at Marshalls. They not popping no more. Let me get Trey Murphy over here. You know what I'm saying?
But
Take this nice little
the sippy cup's always gonna be in style, no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Take this
I
sippy
mean,
cup, give me that Stanley, and keep it moving.
yeah. Give you that what?
Huh?
So give you that what?
I said sippy cup.
You said give me that what? You can run it back. Don't worry about it. You said give me that Stanley. I heard that. That was crazy. Yeah, relax. You gotta relax. That's a pause. That's a pause. I'm sorry. So I had to bring
Wait,
that.
how was that a pause?
You'd have hit me with it. You'd have hit me with it too.
Wait, how was that a Stanley? Wait,
You said give me
huh?
that Stanley. All right, we're gonna
Yeah.
move on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anything good. Anything good.
Nah, cause now you did I?
Wait, what mark we at? 38 minutes. We run it back. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so my bad.
Now you got me all. I'm now my brain is trying to play it back.
Yo, let's highlight my boy Brunson, man. Shout out to him. He has been the player of the week again. This is the third time within the last 4 weeks? The last month?
Yeah, I was about to say 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, like he once again he's doing Jalen Brunson stuff. Like he's just
You got the Coming to America theme.
you know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
You know what I'm saying? That's my boy right there. You know what I'm saying? He is the king. He is the king. Talk to me about what you've been seeing recently with Jalen. You know, there's been some games. Of course, he doesn't always have it going, but he still manages to leave a lasting imprint on that game. Like like the the Indiana game, he struggled a little bit, but came up big when it mattered.
That's because he was built in a science lab. He's part dog.
He's part dog.
He's part goat. You know, and he's part human. So his human side showed, and you got to take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying, Paul? So Brunson is Brunson. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody bring up Shea when Shea do bad. Everybody want to bring up when the Knicks do bad and Jalen Brunson. I'm tired of this.
Yep.
Yo, yo, it's crazy because both my favorite teams, captains, names is Jalen. And I really feel like that young boy on that Chief Keef song that everyone loves Sosa.
Oh yeah.
Don't nobody know about you. You don't know what Jalen Brunson be doing. You wasn't in the gym when he was out there shooting about 150 shots before 7 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
And it was 6:50 when he started, and he got up
Mhm.
150 before 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. People really, even still, I do what I did like about the NBA Cup is the fact that there were no other games played that day. Like that was it. Like it was all about the tournament, and everybody in the entire country, if you wanted to watch basketball, that was the game you watch. You know what I mean? And we showed out that game. And especially when most people thought we were gonna lose. Uh, DeMarcus Cousins, like, oh yeah, Knicks is losing double digits. Yeah,
Man, I don't even want. Man, I don't want to hear from him.
that
He
dude
he
is just
fighting.
a hater,
He
bro.
fighting old poppies on the bench. Like, come on now, you find somebody abuela. You know what I'm saying?
yo, when
Like,
he was overseas, right? I was like,
yeah, you
yo,
know what I'm
come
saying?
on.
You like, come on now, that's abuelo. Come on, man, get him out of here.
Somebody-
Come on, man. Go check Theo in the second row. Go check him out. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit the old
Listen,
man. You know what I'm
he,
saying?
he did him. He listen. Who was it? He was on a show with what's the Lou Williams and the other dude, the white dude that he does the drink with. Ah,
Mm-mm.
dang, I forgot his name. He used to play. He played for the dude that broke his ankle.
Oh, wait, no,
For
wait,
the
broke
Celtics.
his ankle.
Yeah, when
Broke
he
his
was on the
ankle.
Celtics with remember he went up for a layup. I mean for an alley oop, came down, broke his ankle. He's playing against the Heat or
Gordon
LeBron.
Hayward.
Gordon Hayward. The show with them, and he was on with the I forgot her name. Is it Rachel Nichols? No, it's not Rachel Nichols. Either way, DeMarcus Cousins on that show talking about the Knicks. Uh, they're soft. I feel like they can be pressed. Like that teams can press them and they're gonna fall. They're gonna be weak. He's saying this in the middle of us being in a winning streak. By the way, it's just kind of crazy.
He the Cam Newton of the NBA.
Hey,
He just hating.
easy
I'm
now.
sorry. I'm
Easy now.
sorry. But I deal with from both of my favorite teams, and I've been through the mud. I've been through the mud. We've been through the mud. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But I've been through the mud, and they always trying to drag my favorite teams and the players. I don't want to hear that. And Cam
Yeah.
Newton, one of those for the NFL, and then DeMarcus Cousins is the one for the NBA. I don't want to hear none of that. You mad because you lost your shot. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You mad that you not in here no more. You know what I'm saying? You too busy trying to fight Abuelo and getting popcorn and stuff thrown in your face like you back in the palace. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You sit over there and do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm sorry, but the same thing go for Kim. I know I don't want to stray off and talk about football. Same thing with him. He's salty that what I'm saying, other players is doing good. I don't want to mention no names because we talking New York right now, so I don't want to mention no other
Cool.
state
Cool.
cities.
Cool. Cool.
So you mad at other players for doing what you're doing, and then you mad that a 44-year-old guy got a job before you did. And I don't agree with it because I feel like Cam should have got it. But if you would have put that good energy towards something and try to uplift somebody instead of trying to down somebody because you know what I'm saying, on some hating stuff, and I don't care that you trying to say it's your opinion. You could be your opinion, but when our guys is doing good, when both my Jalen's is doing good, don't nobody praise him. Everyone want to critique him and nitpick. But then when the Jalen's is doing bad, oh, here go all this. Oh, look what he do here. See, I told you, man, get out of my face for all that.
Mm-hmm. I listen, man. I'm outside of all the Cam Newton slander. I definitely agree with you. I don't care what my man is talking about
No,
sometimes
no,
when it
no,
don't
no,
make
no.
no
You do
sense.
care. You do care. You do
No,
care.
no, no. I'm
So,
saying I don't care what he's talking about if it don't make no sense. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
I got you. I got you.
Because you know what I mean. Cam Newton's my guy. Cam Newton's my guy. Shout out to my. I was a Panther fan. Unfortunately, to a lot of people, is gonna talk trash. Cool, I get it. Listen, but I was a Panther fan. Still am. I don't watch the
Oh
game
wait, no,
no
no, no,
more.
no. You said was. You said was. You said was. It's past tense.
I
You
say
said now.
was because I don't watch football like that no more. Ever
Okay.
since the whole Colin Kaepernick and all that other stuff, like it kind of like it's not entertaining as much as it used to be to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's not the topic for today. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I haven't
you
watched
done
it.
got political.
Yeah,
You
I
done
got
got
political. I
political.
got political. I
You
didn't
done
mean
got
to. All
political.
I'm saying is I stopped watching football as a whole. It wasn't just I don't watch the Panthers. I heard they're doing pretty well. I live in Charlotte. I hear something. Uh but you know, I, as far as DeMarcus Cousins goes, it's I was always a big DeMarcus Cousins fan, but it when you see like I feel like he's bitter not because he's mad at anybody, but because his career didn't go the way he wanted it to go. And I understand that. I completely understand that because I think that his career should have been went a lot better as well. Like, you know, there's a few times where he tried to get going and injuries after injury after injury, you know what I'm saying? And ACL after ACL. Like I totally understand how frustrating it can be a player of your caliber and to see guys who you don't believe are better than you go further than you. I get it. I mean, my favorite player, Tracy McGrady, feels like that about a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because you know injuries stop that. So,
Yeah, but
but we're
Tracy
talking about two
earned
different
that.
people, Tracy
Yeah,
and Demarcus. But
yeah.
I'm just saying, injuries can make you feel bitter about how your career ended up and have you look at other guys in a way and still feel like you there's respect that you're earned that you never really got and that you see it happen. These guys just like the conversation with Kobe, people thought that he was trying to trash Kobe. Like, oh, you wouldn't be saying that if Kobe was here. Yes, he would, because he wasn't trying to disrespect Kobe. All he was saying was, if you put me on a team with Shaq, yeah, I think I'd win championships. Like, what the hell is wrong with saying that? He's not saying, oh, I'm better than Kobe. I'm sure there's some nuances to that conversation that people feel like he was trying to say something like that, but if you know the relationship between Kobe Bryant and Tracy McGrady, there's no way in hell he was trying to disrespect Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, not to mention he talked that shit when Kobe was here on
He
Earth
talked it,
in his
and he was
face.
there in his face during interviews. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's on camera. So, you know what I mean? But like I said, with DeMarcus, he was even during his career, he was an angry dude. But I wished him the best. Like I wanted to see him be successful when he was on the Warriors, and then just getting injured after, back to back to back to back. So
But that also has to do with your dieting, because he's always been a big dude, Paul. So it's like
yeah, yeah,
you never once took that into consideration. What he's 6'11"? He's just
something
shy
like
of
that.
7 feet. So you weigh about however much you weigh. Let's say like 285. You know what I'm saying? Close to 300. It's a lot of weight coming down on your bones that are the same style of bones as me and you, who are way
Hmm.
shorter than him. So that's more weight and more pressure going on there. So it's like, bro, you gotta be mindful of that type of stuff. That's wear and tear. Just because you're that
Yeah,
tall doesn't mean your ligaments and your bones are that same size. They're not.
I
You know what
think
I'm
the
saying?
but the main issue with him, with to me, has always been the fact that he never wanted to change how he played. Like he would come back from injury and play the same. Like he didn't change his game to model his game around that. After a while, he had no choice. But at that point, it's kind of like like once you left the Kings, I don't really think anybody else really took him serious, which is unfortunate for him because he still was very talented. But when you keep getting hurt like that, you kind of get tossed around the league. It's kind of the same thing that happened with Grant Hill. People talk about
Mm-hmm.
same thing with Grant Hill. So it's no disrespect to him, but like I said, that goes back to why I feel like sometimes he has that point of view with like, oh, they saw if the dude threw the ball at OG and nobody did nothing, so people feel like they could punk them.
No, I'm sorry. I stood
I'm
up.
like,
I stood
what?
out my seat and with my fist balled as if I was OG, ready to swing. Cause that's how, y'all. I swear on everything I love. That's I just felt. I was like,
Nah,
what? Like, and I had to really like snap out of it. Like, yo, you're not even at the game. Like,
yeah, I ain't gonna
relax.
lie, bro. If I was at the game, I'd have been like, yo, what the? Yeah,
If that was
but
my man's, like, if it was my family, I'd have ran on the court. We'd have been
nah,
getting
yeah,
right.
yeah, it'd have been bad. It'd have been bad. It'd have been bad. But they in that group of friends where they cool. That's why he was smiling with him after that. I've seen OG press dudes because they push Brunson, and OG will get right in your face and like I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, so when he responded like that, I was like, you know this dude or something like that. That's kind of how I knew something was like they must be cool because that was a soft shove for how.
Hey, dude, what is your problem?
Yeah, like he gave him a soft push, but I ain't gonna lie. I've seen, like I said, I've seen him in other situations, defending other dudes more intently than that. So I don't think he's soft. And also OG is he kind of look for that kind of like confrontation sometimes. Like, low key though, it's weird. Like he's quiet, but if somebody kind of get in his face, like he'll go right at. Like I've seen him do it. So that's why when he beamed the ball at him and he got up and he gave him the soft push. I'm like, do you know this dude or something? You know what I mean? Like if somebody like if I was with you at the store and somebody came around the aisle and pushed you and
I'm
you got
walking
up like
off.
and no, listen, if they pushed you and you got up like, yo, don't do that, I'd have been like, you must know this right here, bro, because I know you. I know you wouldn't have responded like that. So I know for a fact that's why I looked at that situation. I'm like, this OG cool with him, and then of course a couple seconds later, now he's smiling. I'm like, all right, there you go. Like, he must be cool with him. He must know him like that because he's like, yo, Dez, why you throw the ball at me? He call him Dez. I'm like, all right, yeah, these dudes is friends. You gotta call him nicknames and all that. So when he had that take about teams feel like they can punk them, I'm like, you might be talking about like, so I do feel as though guys like Wendell Carter Jr. feels like he can punk Cat. Like I do see like sometimes he tries to go at Cat like that physically. And Cat recently, especially in the last game or two with them, he was going right at him. And that's kind of what you need to do with that kind of guy. Because Wendell Carter Jr. is not a star, so he got to get in your head. You know what I mean? He got to get physical and make you like get out of your game. So that's kind of his style. It's always been his style, and since even when he was at Duke, I'm a Duke fan as well. So I watched him play from college, and that's just always been his thing. He's not really a star, but he's gonna make an impact in the game somehow. But you just got to withstand all that, and so when he said that, yeah, these dudes feel like they can be punked. I'm like, all right, we'll see, and took care of business there. I'm sure he was like, all right, they beat them, but they ain't beating San Antonio. I just wish I could have heard or seen him after that, after they won. You know what I'm saying? Because you talked a whole lot. There's a lot of dudes. Paul Pierce, another one. Like, I can't wait till we get the championship, though. Oh my God, Paul Pierce is the most annoying Knicks hater on the internet for me.
He'll still downplay it. He'll still, and then KG will be sitting
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely. No, KG would respect it. KG is
No,
actually,
no, 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 no. I'm saying like KG always checks Paul Pierce,
yeah,
and
he always checks him.
KG speaks the facts. KG
Yeah,
always speaks facts, regardless of what it is.
yeah.
But Paul Pierce, he'll still downplay it, like, oh no, cause this and nah, and KG be like, yo, you bugging, dog, you bugging.
Yeah, like yeah, like yeah, chill, Lord, you wildin', Lord, line nine. I ain't gonna lie, I love KG, yo. He's mad cool. He's mad cool, but yeah, man, I'm cool on that all that hate. So, um, what was the last thing that I did want to talk about? I think we did lightly talk about it. Um, we were just talking about Yabu Sele, and oh, Tune Screen with Black. Ew, you still here, my boy? What happened to you? I guess he'll be back. He'll be back. Yeah, there you go. He's out of here, but he'll be back. So Yabu Sele. Wait, let me see if I can get this up here. Uh,
I'm here. I'm here.
you back? I see you.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm
Hold on, I'm
back.
trying to get this information. Yeah. So Ian Bagley reposted it. Shout out to Ian Bagley. SNY TV, who he reports for, obviously. Said the Knicks are open to moving Gershon Yabusele ahead of the trade deadline. So we have reached this point of the season where somebody's the main name that's included in trade madness. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, right now it's Yabu. I think he got a DNP last game. I think they said it was an illness. I'm like, y'all ain't slick. Yeah, nah. Well, look at me. I look stupid. Do I look stupid?
He had too much Kennedys. He gotta sit out.
But yeah, man, my man was sitting on the bench yesterday, looking like you. My grandmama gave me that chain. For real, bro. So yeah, I'm not trying to. I ain't. I'm not trying to.
Oh
I don't want to tease him,
man.
but it just was. That's the face that he had on the bench yesterday. So that's why I'm like, he out with an illness, but he's sitting there. He look fine. Like he look like his stomach doesn't bother him. He
He
look
con-
like look like
it's
coach
cause
didn't want to play him.
he contemplating that Ozempic. Nigga, you gotta lose weight.
Nah. The crazy thing about it is he's been looking a lot better as of recent. But the problem with Yabusele to me is I just don't think he fits what we're looking for, especially because the role that he has, like earlier in the season, um, actually in the beginning of the season, Mike Brown was talking to the media about how Cat and Yabusele have the hardest jobs because they're I think they have to guard 1 through 4, or they have to play as 1 through 4, something like that. I think it's probably guard 1 through 4. And he said they have, they're probably gonna have the toughest time because they have, a lot of responsibility. And I think that also goes back to why it's been Mitch has been looking better. I mean,
You
uh,
know, you know why he pointing them out. And we've been
what?
talking about this. It's because them motherfuckers is overweight. I'm sorry for using the curse word, but they overweight, and that's why he's saying that. They need to work on their stamina. If Yabu Sally want to get back in his lineup and he wants to stay on this team, he has to work on his body. Simple as that. Pause. Like you gotta work on your body. You gotta cut down on whatever you're doing, and you gotta work on your stamina. Because we need you to be out there defending, and we need you to run around, be scrappy, grabbing rebounds, and then shoot an open shot. That's what we need you to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's so. I mean, yeah, that's a great point as well. But it's he said that before it was even. I ain't gonna lie. He said that probably like preseason. That's kind of why I was like, I figured that he was going to have a pretty difficult time. But like that's why I was saying, like even Cat was having a hard time. But as of recent, if you start to see how he's been played, coach has been playing him at the 5 a lot more. So he doesn't have that responsibility of guarding 1 through 4 as much. So it's a lot easier for him to be effective defensively because it's more just paint protection and being there and the role that you kind of see Mitch do, and to the best of your ability at least. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But that was the issue before. It's like you're starting to have Cat having a guard 1 through 3 and switch off of this guy, and then now you got him coming, off the pick, and he wants to run a drop, but you can't make him drop. So now he's trying to play up. Now he's chasing, and now he's getting into foul trouble. As of recently, you put him back at the 5. He hasn't really been in foul trouble recently. He doesn't have to guard all of those positions. He can still deal with the big out on the perimeter. So I think it works out better for him in that situation, but it hasn't worked out for Yabusele. Um, I think at the beginning of the season he didn't shoot well. I think recently he's been shooting better, but I'm just like, what does he do well? Like I don't know what the answer to that question is, and that's not to say that he's bad. I want to see what I always look for what gets a guy an NBA contract, right? You know what I'm saying? So like what have you done to make an NBA team say, yo, all right, yeah, we gotta sign this dude. So, that's what I look for a lot of times. So a lot of times I'll just watch him and I'm like, okay, he can shoot the 3, for decently at this point. Um, but he can't guard a tree, and he's not necessarily the greatest with the handle. It's really hard to put him in a position where he's effective, personally. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I don't know. It's to me, it's really hard to make a case for keeping him because he just hasn't looked well at all, like in this system. He's very supportive, you know what I mean, social media, even on during the games, he's one of the first guys up cheering. He's a great teammate. And I'm sure he likes being here, but I just don't think the system fits him. So unfortunately, that's where we at with Yabu. But Nixon has said Pierre's gonna be like what Tatum and Hallie was out all season. That's exactly. Exactly. You already know how it goes with this dude. Like he's gonna find an excuse. You know what I mean? So it's because he took forever to win his championship, and KG and Rondo and Ray Allen came through and helped him win the championship. After all of them years of losing while he was the main guy, you know what I'm saying? And he finally did his thing. Now he's out here talking about everybody and winners and how they ain't this and how they ain't that. And I'm like, bro, like let's be real, bro. Like you were on a great team on the latter half of your career. Like that's really what made it. Because I ain't gonna lie, early years Paul Pierce was the better player than he was towards the end. Like Paul Pierce when he was young was crazy, like crazy, outrageous. Like the dude was athletic, like he was crazy. But towards the end of his career, there was a lot that he did that was just about like more stationary, like, and triple threat and things like that. So that made him good. Like that was really but at that point he was just a great piece to what they had. So like that's why I don't really like when he starts to hate on guys, because it's like, yo, bro, your situation wasn't perfect. You wasn't Kobe, dude. Like,
man, what's the irony is when he was playing, he was called the truth, but all he's been doing is been caught in lies since he's been out the league. It's like
that dude, I don't know, man. He's you can tell he has a very particular way about his life that he wants to live it that way. And he's to each his own, man. Like shout out to him. But you could do all that without hating. Just like that when he say if the Knicks go on to the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm gonna walk to work.
He gonna walk to work, and he had to walk.
And he had to walk.
And me personally, I feel like he didn't. I feel like
I don't feel like he walked.
He walked a little bit, then got in the car, and he's like, you can drop me off right here. This would be good. And then he walked a little bit more, was on camera, and then got back in the car.
What I will say, I'm watching everything in the video. Like a lot of time passed because it was dark when he first got out there, and then it was light toward the end. I was like, all right, maybe he really did walk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because
how easy it is to walk a little bit, get in the car, chill out, get something to eat.
Bro, for sure. But you gotta also realize, like, he was going to work. Like, he didn't have all day to just be out there walking. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you start early in the morning, you ain't gotta be at work till 9. You wake up at 5 o'clock and start doing it. You got 4 hours.
He don't walk. He don't live that close to work. I highly doubt he lives that close to where he had to go for work. So
he had to walk through the hills.
Somebody did. Hey, I'm sure somebody was with him. Like, I will hear if he did walk maybe for 30 minutes, but I think for the rest of his travel, he was in the
man. I don't believe him. That man has been doing nothing but lying. That nigga, he's a liar.
He's a liar. He's a liar, man. I don't know. Dixon has said Yabu complained about minutes, but when he gets them, all he does is turn over the table. Seriously, yo, like I ain't gonna lie, he's annoying as hell. He's back with that.
But back to Yabu though.
Yeah,
the things that you said, like what gets you a contract, bringing up Herb Jones. What Herb Jones does is he's a defender. He's a scrapper. He defends 1 through 4, 1 through 5, if he really wants to, depending on the 5. But he defends 1 through 4. He does everything you need to do off ball. And then when he gets the ball, he makes the best of his opportunities and hits the 3, or he attacks the basket because he's athletic. That's something that Yabu can do, but Yabu chooses not to do, and this is why he doesn't get the minutes that he needs to get. The reason why he was doing so good that we even looked at him when he was with Philly is because Philly was a disaster last year. They had nobody, so he had no choice but to be on the floor and just doing whatever he could and getting the rhythm. A shooter's going to shoot. Shooter's eventually going to hit his shots. But if you're not out there and getting enough opportunity, you're not going to get the ball up enough because you got dominant ball handlers out there and guys like Jalen, Cat, OG, Mikal that need the ball. Josh when they out there, you know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah.
finally get in there, you only gonna have a handful of minutes. You only gonna have like maybe 5 minutes tops. And that's
Mhm.
gonna be sprinkled around. You're not gonna have enough time to shoot the ball like you were in Philly. That's why, but you don't put no effort in to try to be out there doing everything else. And when that ball coming in your hand, you shooting it. And if you
Mhm.
miss it, oh well. But at least we know you doing everything else, defending the ball. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing rebounds, jumping on the floor, getting the ball that's been tipped out. You know what I'm saying?
Because
And that,
what got Kolek? What got Kolek these minutes? The
the
fact that
same
he
thing.
started to play. He started to play defense. He started to be active. He's not even hitting a lot of his shots, like jump shots. Like he's really not. But the fact that he's active on both ends of the floor, the fact that he gets everybody else involved, the fact that when he does miss, he doesn't hang his head. He gets right back on defense, and sometimes he picks up a steal off the fast break. Like that's what is gonna get you time. If you in there complaining and feeling like I don't get a chance when you're in truth not earning what you're supposed to be doing, like you're not earning that because of what you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that's in your hands.
Yeah, that's in yeah.
Like you can't be mad though. You can't be mad.
There's literally a list of players you can go down in history, and we could just go in our realm of history that we've been on this earth watching basketball of players that don't score the ball well, don't have the best handles, but be on the court more times than not because of what they do on off ball situations. You know what I'm saying? Pause that. Uh, so Yabu, he had to change it, or he going to change teams. Simple as that. I don't
Yeah.
want him to leave because we wanted him here. We know what he can do, but he's got to want it for himself. So if he got to go, oh well, no sleep loss on my end. So
No love lost
it's
neither. Yeah, I mean it's cool. Ross said he said Paul Pierce looks like he smokes weed from the part they light up.
he look like he smoke K too on his off day.
Bro, it look like he do a lot more than weed. That's all I'm gonna say. Carbon Intellect said no no way he did, no sweat, nothing. F Paul. So you saying he ain't walk, he wasn't even sweating.
He ain't
Yeah,
want, yeah, he ain't want.
I didn't
Not
believe
to
it neither.
not to mention he live in LA. LA is known for gangs and people being robbed. Like there's
He
guys
ain't
that literally
walking.
sit
That's
on
why I said he
Instagram.
ain't walking in.
There's guys literally sit on Instagram watching you. You on national television talking about you about to walk. Yeah, it's hard to not spot a 6'8", 6'7"
Now, if he
black
went
man.
live, like if he was real, you should have went live. You know what I'm saying? If you go live and you talk about I'm gonna walk, cool, completely different story. Oh, we lost Tune again. He'll be back. He'll be back. But if you go live and we can see you walking, especially for an extended period of time, even if it was 30, 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Cool. Like, even if it was 30, 45 minutes, I'd have been all right, cool. I see you. Like, at least you walked some bit. I can't say you didn't walk because you was live for 30 minutes on walking. But that's not
Yeah,
even what he did. That's not even what he did. Um who else we got? Who else? Oh, my man, Fritz. Salute to you, the moderator of all moderators, Fritz Alcindor Jr. He said, smash that like button, please. If you're still in that chat, do me a favor, hit that like button, please.
please
Appreciate you if you watch.
appreciate you.
Um, Ross said Mike Brown is about to sit Yabu in the hole here to watch the game. yo. First of all, could you imagine the coach telling you like, "Hey, you got to stay in the hallway"? Like they got to cheer for you out here, bro. They won't even want you. I'd be like, "Yo, don't worry about it, coach. I'm just gonna get dressed. I'm cool."
They gonna catch him in the crowd. Like who was it? Andrew Bynum.
You stupid.
Is he eating popcorn? Oh, do you know we can see you? Oh yeah, I couldn't be courtside today.
Yo, nah, I ain't gonna lie. It's sad. It's sad. I was actually excited for Yabu when we got him, but he hasn't been able to show his worth in this system. So it's what it is. That's what it is. But that's all we got, man. Thank all y'all for coming out. Appreciate y'all for being here. Everybody that was in the chat. Salute to all of y'all that was in the chat. We got Rob that was in there, Carbon Intellect, Fritz, Nixonish. Who else we had? Nostalgic in there, Randu was in there, Jeans, Shorts, and Sims. My guy Wave in the building.
What's good, Wade?
Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody that's here. If y'all still here, please hit that like button, subscribe, so you're notified when we go live. Hit that bell as well. So, Tune, you got anything else you want to hit before we get up out of here?
I'm on the Coke Boy wave. You know what I'm saying? Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
And that's pretty much it. Let's just keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying? Losses are gonna come. I ain't worried about that. We worry about the main goal. The main thing is the main thing. One game at a time, one play at a time, and let's get that real shit. That's it.
Get that real chip. Let's get that real chip, man. Shout out to, and I also didn't mention OG all night. But all 18.
Yeah, you gonna start putting. No, I'm gonna say this on camera. You gonna put some respect on my boy OG. He got a lot in his bag. All right.
Yo, listen, man. When I see OG getting shifty with the ball in his hand, like for real, not losing it, I'll light up. I'll lighten up. But until then, OG, I got my eyes on you. Looking for the 5-finger discount. You know what I mean? I'm cool. I'm cool with what he's been doing. I love OG. Two-way player, all-star in my opinion. All defensive player. The first team, all defense.
Yeah, word. He definitely gotta get first team.
Yeah,
if somebody if he don't get first team, I'm slapping somebody.
Yeah, come on, man. Like it's crazy. But that bag is shaky. He got one. He's adding to it. There's two moves he has in his bag. One that's better than the other. One of them is he does the drive, and then he does the spin, and then he steps back off the spin. He does it a lot. I'm sure you guys probably see him do all the time. Like he drives, he gets the shoulder on you, he spins, and then he steps back and then pulls up. You know what I'm saying? So he's been getting that in his bag. That's one. And the other one, and he's been trying to get the Jalen Brunson scoop foul on the way up. He's been getting that too. He's been getting that in his bag. Outside of that, you've been, you know what I'm saying?
But that's all you really need from a player like him. You don't want to do too much.
I need more if you want the ball in your hands.
Nah, you don't need no more.
Situations other than catch and shoot. If you're
doing too much.
If you're in a situation other than catch and shoot and you can't create, you're going to make it a little bit easier for the defense, especially if you got a defender on you.
Like, have you looked that man in his eye? He a serial killer.
I don't care who he killing. He need to kill a DVD and one DVD and just sit there and watch it 2 hours and just want to see you just work on something. Go in the backyard, bro. Like, but shout out to OG. I'm picking on OG, but these guys know every single time he make one of I forgot what game it was the other day. He took 3 steps and they're like, bro, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, right in the chat. I said, yo, bro, come on, son. Yeah, I know exactly. When OG make a move, they just wait for the notification to pop up. They were like, yeah, he gonna say something about it. I just be getting that OG because they're like, yo, like I said, the threes, I love what he does on corner threes and pull up and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But if you want the ball in your hand in situations outside of catch and shoot situations, it gotta look cleaner. It has to be clean. It just gotta be clean. That's all I'm saying. It's gotta be cleaner. But shout out to OG, man. I didn't give him any love this show, but 18 in the second half, 0 in the first half is somebody who you scared of, bro. Like that's a scary dude. He could drop 18 and a half and still go lock up your best player. So shout out to OG. But that's all I got. Appreciate y'all for being here. It's getting late. It's 11 o'clock on the dot, and we out of here, man. Peace until next.
My drop top. Who's in the street?
Y'all bulls about to be in the street. I'll let y'all peace.
Pass the mic to a killer, he get the slaying. I'm Kakarot, all of my bros is Super Saiyan. We stacking blocks, protect the basket, you in the playing. We at the Mecca, hit the game winning shot like I'm Jalen. Manifesting energies, praying for my enemies. Taking vacays in the keys, working on our synergy. Changing up my wardrobe, never my identity. Smoke until I gotta